very much. Folks, also I want to let everybody know here, his DJ name is already given to him. It's DJ Rick Reimer, I understand. That's his real name and his DJ name, so it worked out well for you. Also want to give a big congratulations to Hugh, Suzanne, and Shirley one more time there. I want to give them a big round of applause for the awards there. I know a lot of times as an entrepreneur, it seems like as a business owner, very few people come up to you and tell you, good job, way to run your company today. Here's a scratch and sniff sticker for your day of hard work. And I think sometimes it's nice to win an occasional award because there's many all-nighters I'm sure they've pulled in order to get where they are today. So give them a hug or a high five or something if you see them today. But today we have handouts I'm passing out. And the main reason for that is I would prefer usually to be DJing, but I like doing this. This is the only thing I do not related to my job. And I'm passing these out because I am of the belief that knowledge without application is meaningless. So I'm hoping what I'm saying today is not meaningless, and I'm hoping you can apply it. Thomas Edison said that. It's called, again, it's knowledge without application is meaningless. And so today I'm going to be talking about a lot of things that I hope will be very applicable to you in your daily life there. First off here, I want to share a little bit about my personal history so you can learn. I have kind of 2 points of being here today. Point one is I want to demonstrate through my personal history how not to run a business. For any of you in high school or college or people thinking about starting a business, I've got a lot of things I have not done well over the years, and I think you can learn a lot about that. And also, my second point for being here is I want to challenge everybody to go for your dreams and to go out there and do something. Who does not have a flyer yet? Does everybody have a flyer? Everybody have a flyer? Okay. We're coming out. Okay. Step one today is if everybody can take just a moment with me here. Does everyone have a pen? Does everyone have a pen with you? Maybe some kind of writing utensil? Maybe a spork that has a pen on the end of it? Maybe? Okay. All right. Maybe a crayon. I don't know. Okay. Step one today, I hope we can all do this together here so we can all benefit, is write down spirit, mind, body, and finances. Again, spirit, mind, body, and finances. So 4 there. Spirit, mind, body, finances. And if you can, just take a little bit of the daydream there with me. Henry Ford is famous for saying, thinking is the hardest thing to do. That's why so few people engage in it. And so I'm going to try to get you thinking today. Where do you want to be 10 years from now in terms of spirit, mind, body, and finances? Just take a second. Don't think about me, think about you. Where do you want to be in terms of your spirit, your mind, body, and finances 10 years from now? Everybody kind of on the same page here? A lot of people don't think about this, which is why we end up doing things we don't like to do 10 years from now. So I'm encouraging you to go ahead and think about it, write it down there. If you feel comfortable, I'm going to do a little award today, or a $100 cash prize. Since we're at an entrepreneurship conference, I figure somebody should make some money. So if you want to email me, you don't have to email all your goals to me, but if you do email me your 10-year goals to djclay1 at djconnectiontulsa.com. That's djclay1 at djconnectiontulsa.com. One person will be randomly selected. I am quasi-sanctioned by the Oklahoma Gaming Commission, so I'm sure it'll be fairly regulated. But we'll give away a $100 winner. I'll call Deb to let her know who the winner is, so she holds me accountable to making sure that I do give away the $100. But here's my personal history. At age 19, I had been DJing since I was 16 years old. I've been DJing since middle school, and if I wasn't doing this, I definitely would be homeless. I definitely would not have an occupation. At age 19, after 3 years of doing it the wrong way, my boss introduced a book to me. It's called Think and Grow Rich. And if you want to jot that down, it's called Think and Grow Rich. It was written, I think, in 1926 by has anybody read Think and Grow Rich? Anybody in the house here? 1, 2, 3. I have quite a few. Think and Grow Rich is a timeless classic. And it's basically the memoirs of Andrew Carnegie, of Henry Ford, and of Thomas Edison. We were doing televangelism commercials for churches. And so my full-time occupation was to make 100 calls per day. I would get on the phone, I would call some guy in Toledo, and I'd have to convince him to buy evangelism commercials from a guy in Tulsa that he'd never met, who's 19 years old, to the tune of $7,500. And that was my job. And I did it pretty well, but I'd get kind of frustrated from time to time. I was completely unaware of the universal success principles outlined in this book. Anyway, so I started reading Think and Grow Rich, and here's just an excerpt from this book. It says, a Carnegie or a Rockefeller, or a James J. Hill, or a Marshall Field accumulates a fortune through the applications of the same principles available to all of us. Against the same principles available to all of us. But we envy them and their wealth without ever thinking of studying their philosophy and applying it to ourselves. We look at a person in their hour of their triumph and wonder how they did it. But we overlook the importance of analyzing their methods. And we forget the price that they had to pay in the careful, well-organized preparation that had to be made before they could reap the fruits of their efforts. So Hugh, where's Hugh at? Hugh got an award today. Hugh received an award today, but I guarantee Hugh's probably spent some all-nighters wondering what he's going to do or how he's going to make it happen. And what happens is we just remember the award, we don't remember what went into the award. So we're all congratulating you on the award, but really we probably could have congratulated you 5 years before now for being an overnight success today. You know, he's an overnight success 10 years in the making. So it's kind of, so in Think and Grow Rich, it outlines how to make this happen. So for anybody here who wants to start a business, I highly encourage it because it breaks it down and it shows you how Thomas Edison started his business. It shows you how Henry Ford started his business. It shows you, it breaks down for you that basically Thomas Edison, people thought he was a madman. He made 10,000 experiments for the light bulb, and then finally he had a breakthrough, and he had this thing called ether. I know there's a gentleman today talking about nanotechnology. Where's he at, Mr.? Awesome. I'm going to be talking about aromatherapy, so I'm kind of competing with you. But anyway, Henry Ford had this concept that the ether could vibrate just fast enough, and it could be somehow connected in this thing he called a filament. It could make a light illuminate. And of course, no one had ever seen electricity or light up to this point, so they thought he was kind of crazy. Well, he did it, but it took 10,000 experiments. So think about, again, in your life, spirit, mind, body, finances, where do you want to be 10 years from now? And think about, can you take 10,000 rejections between now and then, and are you still focused on the goal? You know, 10,000 failed experiments, are you still willing to keep proceeding? That's the kind of guy that Thomas Edison was. He also went on to invent audio. So my job would not be possible without Uncle Tom. Also, he invented video. He invented video. The same guy brought video and audio all to the market. Now again, 10,000 experiments. But once he was emboldened by one success, he kept moving on. So, in Think and Grow Rich, it outlines all this for you. You're going to love it. But basically, in Think and Grow Rich, it documents Andrew Carnegie, Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, and William Wrigley, how they built their success. Now, I know some of you in high school, maybe Andrew Carnegie doesn't resonate with you, but I think he had 3 times the wealth that Bill Gates had today in terms of dollars back then. So he's profoundly wealthy. Step 1 to achieving success is, again, you want to write down your goals for spirit, mind, body, and finances, but you need to put a deadline on it. A deadline on it. I recommend putting a 10-year goal. My goal was always to be a millionaire by age 30. So when I disappear and stop DJing in about 4 years, people won't wonder why. I've always had it posted up on my desk, and I will achieve what I wanted to, and I'll be doing something else in about 3 years. So that's my thing. Everything I do works towards that goal. Nothing can distract me because I'm focused on millionaire by age 30. People come up to me with business opportunities all the time. I had one guy call me. He said, "Do you want to buy a horse? I've got this thoroughbred horse you can invest in." No, I want to be a DJ and I want to retire by age 30. People say, "Is there any way that you might join Amway, you know, to distribute these products?" No, I want to be a DJ and retire at age 30. People say, "Do you want to go to Africa with me on missions?" No, I want to be a millionaire by age 30 and I want to be a DJ. That's the kind of focus Thomas Edison had, and I've got like 1/10 of his focus, but I'm telling you, you got to write it down there. Now, Thomas Edison goes on to say, he says, a goal is a dream with a deadline. That's Thomas Edison talking. He said a goal is a dream with a deadline. The problem is with deadlines is that a lot of people, if your boss says, you have to have this project in tomorrow morning by 8 a.m., we'll do it because he's our boss. We might get fired. But when we impose our